Hi, Matthew. It's so nice to have you on the show. How are you doing today?
Well, it comes and goes, but yeah, I'm 81 years old, so as long as I'm above ground,
Hmm,
everything is
I
great.
tell you, and listeners, you've got to see Matthew's hairstyle and his amazing glasses. Okay, Matthew,
Thank you.
thank you so very much for being on the show. And you see, I am quite excited to have you on the show today for some reasons. Firstly, my interest in knowledge seeking. Because I believe in order to transition from a chaotic situation to that of a beautiful one,
Mhm.
it takes the application of knowledge, quality information. And you see, ever since I discovered that light in the Hebrew means knowledge and darkness means ignorance, Matthew, I've been so
Mhm.
keen to knowledge seeking because I
Yeah.
just do not want to remain in the dark. And that's why our
Mhm.
conversation here today is going to be very, very important to me and even to the audience. Now, the second reason why I'm excited to have Matthew on the show is for the sake of the listeners. You know, Matthew, we live in an age where information is as abundant as grains of sand. We've got a lot of informations
Mhm.
out there. So these folks trust me for quality stuffs, quality information. And that's why when I was going through your bio and details, I got so excited about what you're doing because I believe
Nice.
our conversation is going to be insightful. So for that reason, Matthew,
Uh-huh.
let's get started with your introduction.
You
Talk to us
bet.
about your personal or professional journey. Let us know how you got here. And
Oh, well,
afterwards,
it's a long
yeah,
time,
okay.
but it's still. I mean, there's no stop. I mean, I think we're here to give, as long as we're breathing. We should be giving somehow and helping others, and um, that's why I think retirement is silly. And other people, I think, want to retire because they're not doing what they want to do. And if you find that, it sounds like your work does that, trying to people to grow as much as they can, and that means that's an organic thing. Most of us try to force us to become something that we're not naturally to do. We're petunias trying to become roses, and that's not going to work. You got to find out you're a petunia and just let it grow.
Yeah, that's
So
right.
I feel my work helps a little bit of that, because I could show you, at least in the United States, uh, we have government money programs to help you do almost anything you want. Whether it's starting a business or getting an education or housing or paying bills. I mean, we got the average. What the government gives out in an average is uh, about $17,000 per every adult in the United States every year. Yeah. And that just goes and goes and goes. And what bothers me more is that the rich people know this and they take advantage of it more than the people really need it. And that's why when I started this a long time ago, I got an MBA and I was helping rich people get these programs, and they don't even need the money. And I know a lot of people need this stuff to grow and even just to survive, but they don't know, and they don't know how to get it or what to do. And the government's not, I've been waiting for the government to do it. I've been doing this for 50 years, and they never got their act together. So I got to do it. So I'm going to spend the last 10 trying to build a community where people help each other get these programs. So you don't need me, you don't need anybody else, and it's other ones. So we have people that just got a program, and they're there to help other people take advantage of that program too. So my knowledge, and maybe I'm like the trained SEAL. I just get people in the in the show, and it's really the members that are helping members. So I call it like a loving community, just people helping each other. Take advantage of programs that could really influence their life a whole lot, and get them
Beautiful.
out of financial trouble or start them on a new career, anything you want to do. I mean, uh, all our bad parts in America, we still have a lot of good stuff here.
Mm.
I mean, it took me, I'm a grandchild of a coal miner, and they came here, and my dad never went to college or whatever, and I did, and did more than I ever thought I could do. So it's still a pretty good country to do stuff in.
Got that, got that. And that's a very important one. Not many people are conscious of that truth. Okay, so was that what inspired you to start Lesko Help?
No, what inspired me was greed. I, I was trying to find a way to feed myself. Yeah. And I had a computer business in the 70s that failed, and I was just helping the rich people. And then I said, wow, I didn't know about this information. And they taught me because I was getting them trying to research help for them. And I said, everybody should know about this help. And so that what motivates me. And then that will motivate me until I got 10, 15 more years. It's just, I think having something you feel is valuable in life is a wonderful life. And then if you have something bigger to worry about than you, because it's so easy to worry about all the injustices we all survive through and all the bad parts. We all get beat up in life. That's what being human is about. It's going to beat you up no matter who you are. So a way, I think, to get rid of some of that is find something bigger than you to work on. That's what I saw my family was in a flood. When the flood came and ripped out the whole community. And so we all had something bigger to worry about. And everybody was more congenial and happier together and everything because we all had a common bigger thing. So I think as individuals, we need something bigger to worry about and to get rid of all that petty stuff that our ego wants to get involved in. And that's a waste of time. So that's why, and to me also what is growing, at least to me in my age, is giving helps me grow. Loving helps me grow. I can't get stronger at 81. I can't get faster when I go to the gym. I can't get smarter. I forget so much shit now. But I can love harder. See?
Mm-hmm.
And nothing stops me from doing that. And it's your heart. That's the last thing I can grow. So that's what I'm here to do, is to grow. And the way I'm doing it is to trying to make sure as many people as possible know about sources of free money and help to do what they want to do in life.
That's a very beautiful one.
Yeah, it's there. It's complicated a little bit. That's why we're trying to uncomplicate it and make it accessible and help. And we only charge $20. I used to charge $2,000, but I don't want to help people who could afford $2,000. Yeah, so we only charge. And what the bonus too is that I can't believe that we're actually giving our own grants. We became profitable. And I said, well, I don't need more suits. I got so many. And so after we pay ourselves, and we're a small little company, a handful of people, that we're giving $70,000 per month to our members every month in grants. So they could apply for grants, $70,000 a month. And it just astounds me that I thought you had to be Jeff Bezos or somebody like that to do that. And that we're able to do that is a real pleasure. And again, to grow my heart. That's what grows my heart. And if I could give someone a phone number or a website that will help them pay that utility bill, or website will help them put their business together. And these are all free. Everything we tell you is free. That's why to me, I'm trying to get people out of Google. If you have money, Google is fine because everybody there wants your money. So you'll get a lot of help if you have money. But if you don't have money, you got to stay away from there because everybody there. And then see what that does to me when people go to Google and they see everybody wants money to solve my problem. So I think then I need to have money to solve my problem, but you don't. There's an alternative society in America. There's two portions. There's one, capitalism, which is about, I say is about 2/3 of our country is capitalism. That's Google. Then we have about another third that I call as a community. So we're here to help each other. And that's nonprofit organizations and government offices. And that represents in our economy about a third of everything in our economy is this. So these people are there to help you, to give you money, not get your money. They give you money, or give you services. Google wants to get your money. So everything we give people will never ask you for money.
Amazing. Okay, so we have two more questions to go. So, okay. Okay, so could you share a success story of someone who used Lesko Help to improve their financial situation?
Wow. Well, I got about 20,000 of them. But it is, because that's how much, what's so nice about the community, we get people who, tell us stories, how they got it, or my family members, my child, when he was 12 years old, he found a $10,000 grant in the state government to do a project to get rid of smoking in school. That's just there's a 10, 12-year-old been able to do this. And just people don't know it's there, so they think it's for somebody else, and it takes some work. It's not handed to you because the government's not that well organized. So you have to figure out, and people get frustrated trying to apply because they, because it is frustrating, but because they're thinking of the way they want it. You have to learn what the government is and how it's set up. Then it's easy to use. And my family, the way I really learned about it, my family was hit by a flood back in the 70s. And when I was a young man, must have been in my 20s or something. And it not only helped my father's business, family business, got a place to live. It paid for everything. What a country, that does that all. During the pandemic, the government gave me $20,000. I didn't even need it. That was crazy. So actually what I did, that's what I started, is giving money back. So money, that's what started my grant to members, was that $20,000 that the government gave to me. And that's grown now to $70,000 a month, to do that. But gosh, there is, it's just overwhelming every day that people, whether it's a $5,000 to pay like 6 months of utility bills, or $20,000 to start a business, or two programs I was just talking about today, trying to help a member. One was $100,000 to start a farm, and the other was $10,000 to start an online business. And that's no payback, no nothing, whatever.
Wow.
We have a program too that you could get $50,000 when you get out of jail to start a business. Biden started that.
Amazing.
Ex-offenders. Yeah, with no collateral at all. You don't
Really?
need that.
No collateral?
No collateral. And that's what it's for. Disadvantaged. It's crazy. Now we have, because housing is so, so precious, they have grants now up to $150,000 grant for a down payment on a house. And you could have income of $129,000 income and still get that grant.
Wow,
it's just crazy what's out there.
I tell you. Okay, you mentioned Google earlier and how they get our money. So how does Lesko help here? How does Lesko help simplify finding government aid compared to Google searches?
Good. Okay. Number one, don't use Google. There's some here. I'm going to give you some websites now, if you write these down or whatever, for people to see them. But one is findhelp.org. What you want to do, if you're looking for free money, you don't go to any place except anything that ends with a .org or a .gov. So you go to findhelp.org. And when you go there, you put in your zip code and say, it's like for utilities. Well, every zip code you put in, you'll probably have 50 to 150 nonprofit organizations and government offices that give money for utility payment. I mean, 100. That's incredible to me. The average person wouldn't even think that. They try one place, and when they hear about a grant for utilities and they don't have money, and then they give up. No, there's 150 places to try. You want to start a business. You go to sba.gov/local-assistance. So that's sba.gov and then a slash and then all small letters, local-assistance. And when you do there, you put in your zip code. And in my zip code, I got 20 nonprofit organizations that help you start a business no matter what it is, or even a nonprofit or an invention or anything like that. Yeah. And they don't charge you a nickel. That's what I got to get more people to realize that's there.
I tell you, you've got a very good heart. Not many people would want to, not many people want to extend this information to the public. I tell you, and that tells us that you're a great man and you've got a good and loving heart.
Nice to hear.
And I love that. Okay, Matthew. Okay, you wanted to say something.
I forget that.
Okay.
Could be important.
Got it. So.
No, I love doing this, but capitalism kicks that out of you. You have to be protective. You have to be, you have to give me money to find the secrets. There's no secrets in life. Just stuff that people don't know. That's not a secret.
I got that. So to bring this to an end, Matthew, what would you like to leave the audience with, like a final thought? And to those who would like to reach out to you, learn more about what you're doing, you've gave out a lot of amazing information and they'll love to learn more. How can that be possible?
Leskohelp.com. Leskohelp.com. And if you don't use me or anything, just remember, don't use Google and only go to websites that end in .gov or .org. They're the people in the community that are trying to help each other. The .coms, they're trying to make money from you, and that's legitimate. But if you don't have money, you can't be stopped what to do with your life and how to grow just because you don't have money. And that doesn't have to be that way. You start looking at .govs and .orgs.
I got that. I never knew that before. I never knew. Well, thank you for bringing that to my notice and my understanding. Thank you so very much. This is a very important information.
My pleasure.
Thank you so much.
Well, you're a sweet guy.
Yeah, thank you, man.
Much.
So that's going to be the end of the show, Matthew. Thank you for coming. And
you
thank you
want to try my glasses on? You want to try my glasses on?
Okay. Another fantastic one. Okay, thank you so much, man.
I bet.